are only a few months into 2024, and childcare is already one of the biggest stories of the year once again.
The closure of 3 apple tree locations last week has only intensified the childcare crisis in the region, leaving even more families struggling to find an open and affordable solution. We dive into just how long families in KELOLAND have been dealing with this issue in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
But middle class and working folks shouldn't have to pay more than 7% of their income to care for the young children.
For more than 2 years, local and national leaders alike have been addressing a lack of affordable childcare.
For 2 newborns, the average, I would say, is about $500 a week, and it's just not feasible for us. That would be almost my full paycheck right now, and I need that paycheck for them.
In March of 2022, we introduced you to Josie Layton, the co-owner of Intoxibakes, who is bringing her twin babies to work with her every day. It was a creative solution to a childcare situation she and her husband just couldn't make work at the time.
Sometimes you got to figure it out, and you got to give some parents some grace and work with them, because it's only getting harder out here.
Now, 2 years later, another new entrepreneur at the Jones Building has come up with a similar solution to the rising unaffordability of traditional childcare.
Having him around is fun, but, you know, he needs to eat, he needs his diaper changed, he needs somebody to actually just pay attention to him, and trying to do that while running a store space is also hard, but, you know, we figure it out. I don't know what else to do, because it's just expensive.
After moving his clothing business into this new, larger location, First Gen HQ owner James Landon says the cost of childcare for 3-month-old Theo just isn't feasible. A 2022 study by the Sioux Falls Childcare Collaborative showed the average cost for childcare in South Dakota was more than $10,000 a year per child.
We know friends who, one of the wife's paycheck goes specifically to daycare, which I just think is insane.
Despite the rising costs and affordability issues for families, the financial feasibility for daycare center operators is also becoming more of a challenge, leading to a long list of childcare closures over the past year and further narrowing any childcare options for parents.
I think the hardest piece for us is finding and getting those phone calls of families who are just completely stressed out, burnout. They've called 17 other places and just can't find a spot.
A bill to create a statewide childcare study failed to pass through the state legislature this session. In Sioux Falls, city council discussions to create a childcare advocate position this January have now ended, leaving parents like James and Morgan little hope that the state of childcare will change anytime soon.
Not only is daycare expensive, but so is baby formula, you know, and diapers and all the other things that go around with just having a kid.
It's why so many families are still coming up with creative solutions to make keeping their jobs and raising their families work.
I think maybe at first I was a little apprehensive. We don't know what it's like to have a kid. You know, we're figuring it out now. I also think it'll be a great experience for them to get to have some life lessons be taught and just be BFFs, I hope.
So I've got a baby carrier. I haven't worn it yet, but I got to make it look a little bit better. I might have to make some tweaks to it first.
You can do it, Dad. James and Morgan say they are also lucky to have both of their parents in town who can help with baby Theo. We have heard from many families who've come up with creative childcare plans that do include calling in grandparents to help with nanny duty, working from home while still taking care of their babies, or calling on friends and neighbors who can also pick up a few days of childcare when needed. Wow.